Perhaps one of the most common things you'll hear about Bitcoin, apart from its price, is that Bitcoin is going to zero. Bitcoin is dead, or Bitcoin won't survive. These are usually the same people who argue Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, no cash flow, no utility, interest, or dividends. Even Warren Buffett, the most famous value investor in the world, has been critical of Bitcoin over the years. How do you gently explain to a Bitcoin critic that, despite their feelings, Bitcoin has experienced an 87 million% growth since its inception, making it the most profitable asset in history? Rick Edelman, one of the world's most influential financial advisors and a New York Times bestselling author, believes that traditional money managers and investment analysts often contend that Bitcoin is worthless by showing that their valuation techniques say so. The problem is that the methodologies they're using, the tried and true, well-established metrics applied to a variety of traditional assets such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, don't work when evaluating digital assets. That's because digital assets lack the inputs that other asset classes have. That's not a flaw of digital assets, he argues. What's flawed is the belief that the absence of those inputs must mean that Bitcoin has no value. Simply put, Bitcoin is completely unique by design, and so trying to compare Bitcoin's value with other assets doesn't make much sense. If you'd like to read more about the 3 techniques commonly used by traditional money managers to determine asset value and why they don't apply to Bitcoin, check out Edelman's book, The Truth About Crypto. Practically speaking, it's highly unlikely that Bitcoin will go to zero unless the world imploded and humankind was wiped from planet Earth. Think about how difficult it would be to shut down a distributed network of nodes all mining and maintaining the Bitcoin blockchain from different locations all around the world. We can think of no better way to drive our point home than sharing with you this quote from computer scientist and inventor of cryptographic hashing, Ralph Merkle. Bitcoin is the first example of a new form of life. It lives and breathes on the internet. It lives because it can pay people to keep it alive. It lives because it performs a useful service that people will pay it to perform. It lives because anyone, anywhere can run a copy of its code. It lives because all the running copies are constantly talking to each other. It lives because if any one copy is corrupted, it is discarded quickly and without fuss or muss. It lives because it is radically transparent. Anyone can see its code and see exactly what it does. It can't be changed, it can't be argued with, it can't be tampered with, it can't be corrupted, it can't be stopped, it can't even be interrupted. If nuclear war destroyed half our planet, it would continue to live uncorrupted. It would continue to offer its services, it would continue to pay people to keep it alive. The only way to shut it down is to kill every server that hosts it, which is hard, because a lot of servers host it in a lot of different countries and a lot of people want to use it. Realistically, the only way to kill it is to make the service it offers so useless and obsolete that no one wants to use it. So obsolete that no one wants to pay for it, no one wants to host it, then it will have no money to pay anyone, then it will starve to death. But as long as there are people who want to use it, it's very hard to kill or corrupt or stop or interrupt. As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the Discord. All opinions are truly welcome, even if you aren't yet convinced of Bitcoin's value or place in the world. Stay tuned for one final lesson about Bitcoin. We'll see you then.